Hey guys, we're back in the garage. What can I tell you? Well, we're going to be out on the lake soon, but I wanted to talk to you today about the slide divers. These are a great way to get your line down on kayaks. And I also like using clip-on weights. There's nothing wrong with that. They're inexpensive and they work, and you can get different weights and get down to where you want to be. But you can do a lot with these slide divers. So I just bought a new one. Why are the slide divers cool? Well, you run your line through a little lever here. There's an eye on the front, and then you run the line back through the front hole and then back out this back hole, and then you run it to wherever you have a leader of about 2 or 3 feet long. You don't need to make it too long. And from there, let's see, there's a little package in here, and it's got a swivel and some rubber snubbies. So there's a bead that you put on in front of the snap, and in front of that you have a rubber snubby. So you run the line through this thing, get a rubber snubby on, get the bead on, tie up the swivel, and then tie on a little lead, maybe fluorocarbon or whatever you want to do. But what that does is, when a fish hits, this releases and it slides back to the rubber snubby. The rubber snubby makes sure that when it bangs back into the leader and your snap swivel, it doesn't do it with such great force that it would snap your line. That would be bad, of course. So the cool thing is, obviously, you don't have anything to clip on in the morning. You don't have to look for this in the morning. When you get a fish, you don't have to worry about trying to grab a hold of this and unsnap it from your line. It's all here. You set it up the night before. You just clip this open in the morning once you're out on the water. Let out some line, snap this. You know, you could let out 150 feet if you wanted to. Not that you would, but you can let out as much line as you want. Usually I'm putting out 20 or 30 feet, depending on the depth that I'm fishing, depending on the lures that I'm, setting up. I've got the flasher fly combo, usually, or a spoon. You set that up, a fish hits, this snaps, it goes back to your leader, you reel it in, you'd have nothing else to worry about. So, easy peasy, that's the key. Nothing to worry about once you get out on the water in the morning. Nothing to worry about once the fish hits. You just focus on reeling the fish. So I have to say, if you don't have one of these in your kayak, I'd highly recommend one or two, especially if you're fishing Lake Michigan for big fish. We're talking 10, 20, maybe 30 pound salmon and trout. These are great options, especially for kayak fishing, because it's so compact, and chances are you're not going out to 200 or 300 feet of water. You're talking about 30 feet, 40 feet, 50 feet, 60 feet, maybe 100 feet of water. They work great. So that's my tip of the week, and hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment, and hope to see you out on the water. From Have Kayaking, have a good day.